Once upon a time, in a far-off kingdom, there lay a small village at the edge of the woods.
I wish,
And in this village
more than anything,
lived a young maiden,
more than life, more than jewels.
a carefree young lad,
I wish, more than life.
and a childless baker
I wish,
with his wife. More than anything,
more than the moon. I wish,
The king is giving a festival.
more than life.
I wish to go to the festival.
More than riches.
I wish my cow would give us some milk. More than anything.
I wish we had a child.
I want a child. You wish to go to the festival.
The poor girl's parents had died.
You, Cinderella, the festival.
You wish to go to the festival, the King's Festival.
And now she lived with her stepmother,
The festival?
who had two daughters of her own.
Look at your nails.
Look at your dress.
People would laugh at you.
Nevertheless, we still wish to go to the festival and dance before the prince.
All three were beautiful of face, but vile and black of heart. The young lad had no father, and his mother,
I wish,
well, she was at her wit's end.
I wish my son were not a fool. I wish my house was not a mess. I wish the cow was full of milk. I wish the walls were full of gold. I wish a lot of things.
Oh, what are you doing with that cow inside the house?
I thought if it got nice and warm, it might produce some milk.
It's a she. How many times do I have to tell you that only she's can give milk?
And then there was a hungry little girl who always wore a red cape.
I wish it's not for me, it's for my granny in the woods. A loaf of bread, please, to bring my poor old hungry granny in the woods. Just a loaf of bread, please. Into the woods, it's time to go. I hate to leave, I have to though. Into the woods, it's time, and so I must begin my journey. Into the woods and through the trees to where I am expected, ma'am. Into the woods to grandmother's house. Into the woods to grandmother's house.
Are you certain of your way?
The way is clear, the light is good. I have no fear, nor no one should. The woods are just trees, the trees are just wood. I sort of hate to ask it, but do you have a basket?
Yes, we do.
Don't suppose you're planning on buying any of these?
Oh, shh. Now, don't stray and be late, all right?
You might save some of those sweets for Granny. Oh my...
Deadly fish.
She's a thief!
Into the woods and down the dell, the path is straight, I know it well. Into the woods, and who can tell what's waiting on the journey? Into the woods to bring some bread to Granny, who is sick in bed. Never can tell what lies ahead, for all that I know, she's already dead. But into the woods, into the woods, into the woods, to grandmother's house and home before dark.
We've sold our last piece of bread.
It's the witch from next door.
We have no bread.
It's not what I wish, it's what you wish. Nothing cooking in that belly now is there, and there will never be, unless you do exactly what I say. In 3 days' time, a blue moon will appear. Only then can be the curse undone.
Woods, it's time to go. It may be all in vain, I know. Into the woods, but even so, I have to take the journey. Into the woods to visit mother.
Into the woods to sell the cow.
To get the money. To go to the festival. Into the woods to grandmother's house. Into the woods to grandmother's house. The way is clear, the light is good. I have no fear, nor no one should. The woods are just trees, the trees are just wood. No need to be afraid,
There's
there's
something in the glade there.
Into the woods to see the king.
to sell the cow.
To make the potion.
See, to sell, to get, to bring, to make, to live, to go to the festival, see to the world, to get, to bring, to meet to the world, to go to the festival,
might be in your basket?
It's bread for my grandmother. So it should have something good to make her feel strong again.
And where might your grandmother live?
A further off link towards the woods. Her house inside the great oak tree.
One
Mother
moment,
said,
my
come what
dear.
may, follow the path and never stray.
Just so, little girl, any path, so many worth exploring. Just one would be so boring, and look what you're ignoring. Think of those crisp, aging bones, then something fresh on the palate. Think of that scrumptious carnality twice in one day. There's no possible way to describe what you feel when you're talking to your meal.
Mother said not to stray, still I suppose a small delay. Granny might like a fresh bouquet. Goodbye, Mr. Wolf.
Goodbye, little girl. And hello.
Mr. Baker! Mr. Baker! Good fortune! Good fortune, sir! Look what I have! 5 gold pieces! How would you come with 5 gold pieces?
There are giants in the sky. There are big, tall, terrible giants in the sky. When you way up high and you look below at the world you've left, and I think you know little more than a glance is enough to show you just how small you are.
A giant?
A big, tall, terrible lady giant sweeping the floor. And she gives you food and she gives you rest, and she draws you close to a giant's breast. And you know things now that you never knew before. Not to the sky.
Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair to me. Is that you, Tizar, my prince? Yes, excuse me for this.